Hey, we're going to be doing chapter 70 to 76 of Life of Pi. We're getting there. We're nearly done through the book. So chapter 70 talks about the first time he killed a turtle, and he said the first sentence is butchering a turtle was hard work. So you can see the change in the way he talks about killing animals opposed to when he first started. Now he's butchering, there's nothing to it, there's nothing humane in the word butchering. And then he says how he needed to start establishing dominance over Richard Parker. So Pi needed to establish that he is the alpha male. Then chapter 71, he talks about how he was establishing territory, and he basically talks about how he got armor and how he would make the boat still by moving it so that the current didn't make it rock a lot. And then as soon as he did what he needed to do with Richard Parker, he would then as soon as he did what he needed to do with Richard Parker, he would get Richard Parker into his territory, and as soon as Richard Parker stepped upon his territory, he would release the boat to make the boat rock, which made Richard Parker sick, and then he would blow on his whistle, and that's how he established his territory. And then he says, if you get sick, don't throw away your vomit, use it as a thing to establish your boundaries. Then chapter 72 talks about how he used a turtle shell as his armor, and then eventually how it took him 4 shells, and eventually he managed to understand Richard Parker and when he was annoying him, and sort of established dominance. Then he goes on to say that he wished he had had a book to read while they're out at sea, a really long, never-ending book. And then he says when he actually got to a hotel in Canada and he saw a Bible, he started crying, and he made a donation, and he asked him if they could please put books in other places where other travelers might need it, like on lifeboats, for instance, because he really needed hope and God at that point. And there was no Bible for him to do that. Okay, and then please move my boy. Okay, then he says he kept a diary. Chapter 74 talks about how he continued doing his religious rituals. And then he had days where he would try believe in God and remember all that God has done, and then there were days where he just couldn't. Then chapter 75, the chapter is very short. He just says how it was his mom's birthday. And then chapter 76, he is the alpha male, and he says he notices this because every time Richard Parker went to the bathroom, he would try hide it from Pi, which shows that he knew Pi was the alpha male, and this was a victory for Pi. But then he said, but Pi also suffered. He also couldn't use the bathroom for more than a month. Or once a month he used the bathroom. And that's an indication of Pi's physical suffering.